Today we are going to start a poem Fire and Ice written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost was an American poet. He was an American poet and he was a nature poet. He was an nature poet because most of his poems are based on nature. Now, today's poem, Fire and Ice. In this poem, two ideas have been proposed about the end of world. Here, two ideas have been proposed for the end of the world. One of them is ice, other one is fire. So these two ideas are there through which the world will come to an end. One is that the world will end in fire and the other is that it will end in ice. Though the poet himself thinks that both are great for destruction, yet the poet seems to favor the idea of destruction of the world in fire a little more than in ice. Now, dear friends, you know that every poem has a literal meaning, every poem has a literal meaning and symbolic meaning. Literal meaning and symbolic meaning. Now, here literal meaning means here surface meaning. When we go through it, we read it and we find out the meaning of the poem by going through the word by word. That is literal, or we can say surface meaning. Surface meaning. Other one is symbolic meaning. So this poem has also got a one more sense, that is symbolic, or we can say a deeper sense of meaning. Deeper sense is there, deeper meaning is there. So that is also there. So in that sense, it is a symbolic poem. It is a symbol poem. Now, in this poem, the poet finds that we all human beings, we have emotions and feelings, and through these emotions and feelings, we try to find, or we try to see the world in a different situation. Now, the poet says that these human desires, these human passions, they bring about the end of this world. They bring about the end of this world. Now, first of all, we will go through this poem line by line. Let us see. Some say. That means according to some people believe, some people are of the opinion that the world will end in fire. The world will end in fire. Now, the world will end in fire, it means some people believe that one day the temperature of the earth will increase to that extent that it will become almost impossible for us to live on this planet. So, in that sense, our earth will come to an end because of fire, because of volcanoes, because of climatic change. So this is one sense, this is surface meaning, or we can say this is literal meaning. Now, other meaning is that this world will come to end in fire, means we all human beings, we have emotions are there in our mind, we have passions, lot of passions are there. We have desire in our heart, we have anger, then we have intolerance power. We have lot of intolerance for each other based on our religion, based on our caste, based on our other facts. So because of this, so the poet thinks that one day the earth will come to an end because of these emotions and we will fight with one another. So this is symbolic meaning. This is symbolic meaning of the poem. So some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. Now in the beginning we can say that this repetition of this word, some say, continuously, consecutively in these two lines. So when a word is repeated consecutively in a line, so there is a figure of speech which is called anaphora. Anaphora. Then, from what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Now these two lines, they are telling about the opinion of the poet. Opinion of the poet Robert Frost, that what he feels about this theory of the end of earth. So the poet says that what I have tasted. So here he says that what he has seen or what he has experienced about this world of desire, about this material world, or about the people of this world, so he is telling us that he has seen, he has experienced a lot of things about this material world, and he says that I hold with those who favor fire. So he believes that this world will come to an end when the people will have excessive emotions, desires, or anger, or intolerance power. So in this way they will start fighting with one another based on their religion, based on their caste, and in this way the earth will come to an end. I hope this idea is clear. So this is given in stanza 1. That the world will come to an end through fire, and this poet also is on the side of fire. Now let us move on to next. But if it here refers for world. So if the world had to perish twice, perish means here die or come to an end. Now the poet says that if the world had to perish twice or for the second time, then he says that I think, so this is the opinion of the poet, I think I know enough of hate. Now he says that he has also gained a lot of knowledge about hate, It means he says that people have lot of hatred for each other. People have hatred. So here he is explaining us about the second aspect, that is ice, and ice refers for hatred, or it can also be referred for jealousy. Then we also have a kind of feeling of malice. We don't like each other. We are insensitive. So because of this insensitivity, or we are indifference. We are of indifference with each other. We are indifferent to each other. So he says that as the ice is there, So when ice is there, so it has it brings about the numbness in the body. It brings the numbness in the body and thoughts. So this kind of disaster, this kind of destruction brings very slow destruction. Slow destruction is there in this kind of situation. Whereas when we talk about fire, when we talk about this fire, there is a rapid destruction. So this takes place very quickly. Or on the other hand, ice, it also brings about the end of the world, but it brings about very slowly. That means we can say that yes, hatred is there, jealousy is there, malice is there. So through this we can say that all these things are present in the mind of the people for long time, and these things, they bring about the complete change or control over the mind and body of the people, and it also brings about the end of this world. So I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice. So ice is this hatred and other these such opinion or other these such feelings is also great. So ice is also a great reason for the world to come to an end. Suffice means it is also sufficient, or it is also enough to bring end to the world, or to bring end to life on the earth. Now once more we can say that here other figures of speech are also there. Favor fire. So here we can say that here the writer has used one kind of figure of speech which is called alliteration. Now in alliteration, when that word is vowel sound, so there we have assonance, as we can say here, word will end in fire, will, I sound is there here. So here I sound is there, no? So we can say that here assonance is there. Assonance is there, and here vowel sound is not there, but here we can have consonant sound. So here consonance kind of alliteration is there. One more kind of figure of speech is there in last three lines. So whenever an idea is conveyed in a poem in 2 or 3 lines without a punctuation mark, that is called enjambment. So this is one. Then we can also say that here figure of speech personification is there. Personification. How? Here fire represents the people who have emotions, people who feel lot of anger, who are intolerant, who have lot of desire. So for them fire is used. So here we can say a kind of personification is there. Next, ice. Ice represents those people who have a feeling of hatred, jealousy, malice. So these feelings are there. They are insensitive to others based on their religion, caste and other facts. So this is the ice, which is also a example of personification. Now in the end we can have a look at the rhyme scheme of the poem. Now see, by looking at this, the last words of each line, we can say that yes, fire we have A, we can take, then ice is different from fire, so it will be B. Then desire is matching with fire, so again A. Then fire is matching with fire, so again here. So first one is fire A, then ice B, desire matching with fire, again it will be A, and again fire matching with this one. So A B A A. Then last one we can have last stanza, twice is matching with ice, so it will be B. Then hate is different from others, so it will be C. Then ice twice, again B. Then great matching with hate, so again C. And suffice is matching with ice, so again it will be B. So this will be the rhyme scheme of this poem. Now some important questions. Important questions will be like, first one regarding these two symbol of fire, how this fire and ice have been used as a symbol, or what does this fire and ice represent. Second, opinion of the poet or favor of the poet, favor of the poet. And last, value based question. Value based question may be that whether you are on the side of, and what do you think about the end of the world, whether it will end in fire or ice. It will end in fire or ice. What do you think? What is your opinion? Thanks for watching.